you're watching the Author Experts podcast with me, Heather Marie, and I have a very special guest with us today, Dr. Jasmine.
Hi, it is absolutely a pleasure to be here today, and I'm excited to get started.
We are so excited to have you here. So before we get started, I want to ask you, what was your first book? And I see that you have it right here. Can you show our audience what it is and a little bit about it?
Yeah, so my book is called Extraordinary Jordan in Her Bionic Ears, and is a story about a little girl who has a cochlear implant and a hearing aid, and she faces adversity and she learns how to overcome it with her confidence.
I love that so much. It sounds amazing. So, what inspired you to begin writing children's books? And how has your personal journey with Usher Syndrome shaped the stories you tell?
No, absolutely. So, a little bit about my background. I was born profoundly deaf, and at the age of 2, so profoundly deaf mean I couldn't hear anything.
Wow.
And at the age of 2, I got my cochlear implant, which helps me hear. So growing up, I really didn't have representation in the children's books. I never was able to see myself in the
Right.
character. And when I was 7 years old, I was diagnosed with a condition called retinitis pigmentosa. Basically, it's a progressive vision loss, and it causes your vision to shrink and essentially become
Oh,
tunnel
wow.
vision. A quick thing I like to show people what my
Yeah.
vision tends to look like. If you look up, down, to the right, or to the left without moving your head.
Oh,
Without moving your head, look up, down, to your right or left.
that's crazy.
And then I want you to form your hands as circles and put them against your eyes. So without moving your head, try to find what's up, down, to your right or left.
That's insane.
Can you see
can't.
that?
No.
And so that
No.
is my vision.
Wow.
So as I get older, my vision is just slowly shrinking. And so in my mid-20s, I was diagnosed with a condition called Usher Syndrome,
Okay.
and it affects your hearing, vision, and balance. And so that's what caused me to write this book series, because I was diagnosed as legally blind. And in a way of grieving, this book kind of was very therapeutic for me, and that's one of the
Well, and
reasons why
it's
I wrote that.
amazing because I'm sure there's a lot of kids out there that have that same thing and they don't find themselves in stories, and you just gave them a way to feel included, and that's amazing.
Thank you.
Absolutely amazing.
Thank you.
Can you share a moment when a child or family connected deeply with one of your books, and how did that impact you?
Yeah, so when I first released my book, I went to Mayor Donna Deegan's Readers Book Fest, and one of the kids came by and she had cochlear implants.
Oh,
And I just remember she looked at me and looked at the book and pointed to her cochlear implant.
oh my goodness.
And I about lost it. I was like, wow, this is one of the reasons why I wrote this book. It's just representation so kids can see themselves in the
That
story
is
and
amazing.
not feel like they're alone in this journey.
That is amazing. Was that the summer kickoff event?
Yes.
Okay,
it
so
was.
the child was able to get a book then.
Yes.
Because Donna Deegan is amazing, and
Oh
she
my
really
gosh.
provides for the kids and really is involved in literacy. So
Oh,
that's
absolutely.
even better that they got to go home with a book. That is.
Yeah.
Did you get a
It was
picture?
very rewarding.
Did you get a picture?
I did.
That's
I did.
amazing.
I did.
You'll have that forever.
Absolutely.
Yes.
And at the end, I can show it to you.
How do you believe representation in children's books impact children with disabilities, especially those who are deaf or hard of hearing?
So a lot of times, deaf and hard of hearing children tend to be the only kid in their school who have a hearing loss,
Yeah.
or even the only people in their family. And so having representation like children's books, media, just showing them that, hey, you're not alone. There are
Yeah.
other kids, other people that look like you and also are going through a similar journey. So
Yeah.
that is so important for books
Yeah.
and just representation out there, so that way they understand they're not
And
alone.
they feel included because it is hard. In a lot of disabilities, kids feel like they're the only one. And
Mm-hmm.
I think this world, it's very hard right now when some kids
Mm-hmm.
can be very mean.
Oh,
So
absolutely.
knowing that there's someone out there that can relate to them, I mean, it definitely helps them push through the day too.
It does. No, absolutely.
Yes. How do you make your books accessible to children who may have similar visual or hearing challenges?
Absolutely. That's a great question. So I'm in the process of making my books braille.
That's so cool.
Um,
I was going to
yeah,
ask you that. Okay,
yeah.
that is so
So
cool.
that is something I've been working on. So, and then also I've been working with a someone that does audio or descriptions.
Uh-huh.
So that way they can describe my book and the
Right.
illustrations. So that way children who have low vision and blind are able still to enjoy the book. And then I did partner up. Oh, Paul, I forgot what it's called.
It's okay.
Um, I did partner up with Fiddlers, and their local organization. They actually are part of Duval County Public
What
Schools.
is that?
And their organization, they make children's books accessible.
Oh, that's really cool.
Yes,
That's
so
really,
I
really cool.
did partner with them, and they're in the process of
Oh,
making my
that's so
book more
cool.
accessible.
Okay.
So that's really
That's
exciting. So,
exciting. That is
yes,
super exciting.
absolutely.
So clearly, you're a very strong advocate in our community. What are some of the biggest barriers you're working to break down in literacy and disability awareness?
So, honestly, just educating people that, disability is not a bad word,
Right,
and just having them understand that, we're human, we're
right.
normal people. And, with my children's book, it just shows Jordan is just your normal
A
little
normal kid.
girl
Yeah,
who just happened to have a hearing loss.
yeah.
So it's just so important to really show that we have normal lives. We
Right.
enjoy the same interests as you do.
Yeah.
We just may need some accommodations to
Right.
enjoy those
And some people
activities.
can be very over the top with it.
Mm-hmm.
They can be almost to the point that they're not trying to be obnoxious in a way or
Mm-hmm.
overbearing, but they're like, oh my gosh, can I help you this? Can I help you with this? And
Mm-hmm.
sometimes we just have to take a step back and be like, okay, if you need help, you'll ask. So instead
Exactly.
of being overbearing and on top of even kids too.
Mm-hmm. No, that's a
Yeah.
great point, and I run into that often. Is
Yeah.
people assume, and I'm like, no, I'm okay. If I genuinely need help,
I'll
I would
ask.
ask.
Yeah.
So that's a great point. So thank you for saying
Yeah.
that, because that is
I
so
I
true.
see it a lot, and my daughter is on the autism spectrum, and
Mm,
there's some things that the way they'll approach her, do certain things, and I'm like, she can understand you, like you can
exactly.
act normal, and I know a lot of times they mean zero harm, they really
Yeah,
don't, but it's
absolutely.
just too much. So
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
Just matter just taking a step back and
yes,
just watching, we do this day to day. So
yep,
this is our normal.
right,
So,
it's your
and,
normal,
and for someone that's looking outside and may
and
not be
it's different
thinking,
for
oh,
them.
they may need help. This is their first time doing X, Y, and Z. I'm
Yeah.
like, no, we're capable.
Yeah,
Yeah.
well, you're amazing.
Thank you.
So what advice would you give to other creatives with disabilities who want to share their stories or write for children?
Mm-hmm. So just be you, just
Yeah.
be authentic. I think, with my social media, I am on Instagram. I like to share my
Mm,
story.
yeah.
And one of the things that I was terrified initially is just, how do I show myself? How do
Right.
I keep it positive and
Yeah.
not portray like negative? Like, I that was something I really struggled with. But then I realized, just be you, show
Yep.
who you are. Some days you're gonna have good days, and
Yep.
others you may not have so great days,
Yeah.
and that's okay to share that.
Yeah, and that's everybody. It's everyone
Exactly.
is human, but that's the problem today with social media is And I'm guilty of it too. You post your highlights, you post the
Right.
good things, you post what's great, but no one really sees the struggle or
Mm-hmm.
how long it took you to get from
To
A
that
to
point.
Z, because it may look like to your audience, oh wow, it happened like that. But in reality, it could have taken 5 years.
Exactly. Exactly. So just be authentic and be you. And as for the children's book, if you have an idea, do it.
Yep, go for it. I
You know,
agree.
partner up with other local authors
Yeah,
that are in your area, partner with, join Facebook groups
yeah,
and, create the idea and go for it.
yeah. And I think that's amazing advice. So, how do our viewers find you? How do they find you?
So you can find me on Instagram, Dr. Jasmine Simmons. My website is also drjasminesimmons.com. And you can also email me at
And
info@drjasminesimmons.com.
how do they find this? Is this on your website?
That my children's book is available on my website and
Okay.
also on Amazon.
That is amazing. Well, thank you so much for coming today, and I absolutely loved having you on the show.
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure to be here.
Thank you for watching another episode of Author Experts with me, Heather Marie. We'll see you next time.